Hello everyone, I'm Slochana from Sardar Raja College of Engineering. Let us discuss about Algorithm Unit 1 Introduction. In this algorithm is a step-by-step procedure to solve a problem and perform a task. Next one is algorithm analysis. It's the process of evaluating an algorithm to determine its efficiency and effectiveness. It mainly focuses on two aspects: time complexity. It measures the amount of time an algorithm takes to complete as a function of the input size. Then second one is space complexity. It measures the amount of memory an algorithm uses during its execution. Then time complexity represents the amount of time an algorithm takes to complete as a function of the input size. It depends on the input size. Larger input usually require more time. Time complexity is analyzed using asymptotic notation such as big O, omega and theta to describe the algorithm growth rate. Then let us discuss about space complexity. Space complexity measures the amount of memory an algorithm uses. It includes input space, auxiliary space. Input space is nothing but it memory required to store the input data. Auxiliary space, it memory is used to temporary variables, function calls or recursion stacks. Then there are three types of asymptotic notations are available. First one is Pick-O notation. In this Pick-O notation describes the upper bound of an algorithm growth rate. It meaning of this Pick-O notation, the algorithm will not take more than this time or space for large input. Use case, it has worst case scenario analysis. Then second one is omega notation. The purpose of omega notation is to describes the lower bound of an algorithm growth rate. That's meaning is that algorithm will take at least this much time or space for large input. Then third one is theta notation. Describes the tight bound of an algorithm's growth rate. Its meaning, the algorithm's growth rate is asymptotically the same as this function. This use case is average case or precise growth estimation. These are the properties of the asymptotic notation. First one is reflective, then transitive, then symmetric, then last one is ignore constant. In this first one meaning is that a relation R is reflexive if every element is related to itself. Then second one is transitive. A relation R is transitive if f of n or g of n and g of n or h of n. Then symmetric means a relation R is symmetric if f of n and g of n is equal to. Ignore constant is nothing but in asymptotic notation, big O, omega, theta, constant factors are ignored. I can make a symbol table for these four properties and notations. So the case analysis of object-oriented software engineering. First one is best case. Minimum time an algorithm takes to complete. When it occurs means for the most favorable input. Example, searching for the first element in list using linear search. Then second one is worst case. Worst case means it maximum time an algorithm takes to complete when it occurs for the most unfavorable input. Example, searching for the last element in linear search. Then third one is average case. The expected time over all possible input when it occurs considering all input equally likely. Then recurrence relation is an equation that defines a function in terms of smaller inputs of itself. In the context of algorithms, it expresses time complexity for recursive algorithms. The purpose of recurrence relation it helps to determine how the total work done grows as the input size increases. It mainly used for divide and Marquardt algorithm like merge sort, quick sort, and binary sort, etc. Let's discuss about substitution method. It is used to solve recurrence relations by guessing the form of the solution and then proving it. First of all, we want to guess the solution based on the experience or intuition about the recurrence. Propose a function t of n. Then substitute in recurrences. That means replaces t of n in the recurrences with your guessed solution to check if it is adjust condensed if necessary. Then third one is prove by induction. It is used to mathematical induction to recurrently verify that the guessed solution satisfy the recurrence for all n greater than n naught. The lower bound means theta or peak omega notation. This peak omega notation represents the minimum time complexity required to solve a problem regardless of the algorithms used. That means if an algorithm is said to run in an theta f of n, it means that for sufficiently large inputs, the algorithm will take at least f of n time. It helps to compare optimal algorithm. This is main important topic in this algorithm, searching algorithm. There are three types of searching algorithm is available. First one is linear search, then binary search, then interpolation search. First linear search is a nothing but check each element one by one until the target is found. Binary search, it works on shorted arrays, repeatedly divides the search interval in half. Then interpolation search means improved version of binary search for uniformly distributed shorted data. It estimates the position using interpolation. Let's discuss about pattern searching algorithm. In this pattern searching algorithm having some algorithms. First one is naive string matching algorithm. It tries to match the pattern at every possible position in the text. Then next one is wrapping cop algorithm. It uses hashing to compare the pattern with the substring of the next. It uses best case, worst case, and average case. It is very useful for multiple pattern matching. Then Knopf-Moore is spread algorithm or KMP algorithm. It pre-processes the pattern to build a failure function that avoids rechecking character. It is optimal for single pattern matching in a text. This is very interesting topic in this algorithm, sorting algorithm. It has two types, insertion sort and keep sort. Insertion sort means it builds the sorted array one element at a time by inserting each new element into its correct position. Then it has a space complexity and stability. Then it is efficient for small arrays or nearly sorted data. Then keep sort. It builds a binary keep and repeatedly extract the maximum to form the sorted array. It has not stable, but it good for large data set where guaranteed performance is needed. Then algorithms are the hidden engines behind daily tasks, from playing cards to Google Maps, from sorting emails to securing your bank account. So many real-time applications are available. Thank you.